fourth graders. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a fantastic day. You're almost done with the week, and then next week is only a 3-day week. So keep it up. We are on the next chapter of our story rules, and it is called Saying You'll Do Something Means You Have to Do It, unless you have a very good excuse. In front of me, Mom holds David's hand as we walk up the ramp to the clinic. It's warm enough for the park today, I say, glancing across the parking lot to the strip of sun-sparkled ocean gleaming between the Coastal Marine Supply and Otis's Hardware. After I give Jason his words, can we go? If David's doing well, Mom says. I watch the back of David's head and repeat in my mind, do well today, do well today, do well today. Inside, I sit on the waiting room couch, watching out the window. As soon as I see Jason's mother's van driving into the parking lot, I unload my backpack, word card, sketchbook, colored pencils, CD player, and headphones. If you hadn't insisted on changing your shirt, we wouldn't be late, Mrs. Morehouse said, pushing Jason's wheelchair into the waiting room, and I had to stop for gas. Hi, Jason. I hold the card secret between my palms, waiting while his mother moves his wheelchair up beside me. She walks over to her regular chair near Mrs. Frost, settling in with a magazine. I whisper to Jason, I picked up some words about me and a few words I thought you should have too. But when I open my hands, awesome seems too flashy and bold for his book, and I feel silly for bringing it. Jason looks at me ready. I win, sliding the card into an empty pocket in his communication book. I drew fireworks, but my first choice for awesome wouldn't have been this. I offer my CD player to him. Jason doesn't take it. He sits there, his apple rolling as he swallows. Help on. I flash a look to his mother. It isn't fair, she's saying to Mrs. Frost. 40 minutes or so. Maybe I can do this myself. I pulled the headphones wide, hoping to drop them over Jason's ears, but as my hands come close, his hair tickles the underside of my wrist and surrounds my fingers. I hold my breath to keep from yanking my hand away as I position the headphones. Placing the CD player on his communication book, I press play. Jason startles. Sorry, I roll the volume way down. Music, loud, more. Everything all right, Catherine? Mrs. Morehouse asks. I think so. I roll the volume up until faint, stringy guitar music past the headphones into the waiting room. Jason's jaw tightens. Like guitar. Me too. I don't know if he can hear me with the headphones on, so I find Me Too in his book and tap it. Jason's head sways slightly to the music. Waiting for the song to finish, I rub my thumb along the edge of my word cases. Mom talks to Carol, the receptionist, and she explains something on the phone, and Jason's mother and Mrs. Frost discuss good restaurants that accommodate wheelchairs. Outside, a family wearing bright sweatshirts walks by the window, the father stopping to take a picture. Tourists, I check my watch. If I hurry, Mom and I will still have time to go to the park. I feel a nudge on my arm. Oh, I hadn't noticed the song was over. Sliding my index finger under the top of the headphones, I pull gently. See the tourist family out the window? I ask, putting my CD player away. I think they're a good luck sign that summer's here. I hunt through my stack of cards to find the word I want for good luck the most. The card I made, the one with a drawing of a girl's hand raised in a hi. The card says friend. I have a new neighbor who's my age, I say. I haven't met her yet, but I'm hoping she's nice. He smiles. Catherine, friend. I do have friends. My best friend is Melissa, but no one that lives near me. My neighborhood is mostly old people and families with little kids. Well, except the boy who lives on the corner. He's my age, but he stinks a big one. I put that card as far away from my name as possible. You have to be careful when you use this one. The last time I yelled this, I had to sit in the front seat of the bus. No, I mean, Catherine, my friend. My lips feel dry. I lick them, though Mom always tells me not to. Sure, I say, even if I think of us more as clinic friends than always friends. Seeing Jason's finger on the word, I wonder why he hadn't already had it. And this is a guinea pig. I wait for his hand to move. I have 2 of these at home. Their names are Cinnamon and Nutmeg, and I'll put guinea pig right here next to sandwich because eating is what they like best. I slide the card into the pocket, and I thought you might want gross. This lady I drew is eating cereal, but do you see this white thing on the spoon? That's a maggot. Jason curls his upper lip. It's even worse because it's half a maggot. I added to his book, and this word I picked up from my brother, David. My other card had the word printed small at the top, and the tall black block letters of rule fill the card. David loves rules, so I use this to teach him. What? Rule? I usually don't share my rule collection with anyone but David, but Jason's different. David doesn't learn from watching other people, so I have to teach him everything. I open my sketchbook to my rules for David, figuring it's easy to show him, then explain. Take your shoes off at the doctor, but at the dentist, leave them on. If you want to get out of answering something, pretend you didn't hear. If someone is holding something you want, ask if you can have a turn. David has his own rules too, I say, but those rules don't make sense to anyone else. What? Those? Rules? I sigh. David's got a lot of rules. One is the cellar door always has to be shut. Even if I'm going down the stairs to grab something, he'll race over and shut the door. Once he even locked and I got stuck there with a whole bunch of spiders until Mom heard me yelling. And the worst part is, it's not just our house. David will hunt through other people's houses too, and I can't help seeing it in my mind. David's probably going to run down Melissa's hallway, and Melissa's mother is saying kindly, "Don't worry, Catherine, it's fine." Jason nods. Brother, me too. Matt. Is he younger than you? No, 5 years older. Oh, you're lucky then. You never have to babysit. As soon as those words leave my mouth, I want to swallow them back. Of course he couldn't babysit. When you say something stupid, gloss it over with super fast talking and maybe no one will notice. The next word is drawing. I pick it up because it's one of my favorite things to do. Looking for a good empty pocket, it hits me. He can't draw. But Jason's already seen the word, so there's nothing to do but slide the card into a pocket beneath my name. What? Guinea pig? Eat? Huh? What? Guinea pig? Jason waits for me to say each word before he taps the next. Eat. What do guinea pigs eat? Yes. Oh, mostly they eat pellets from the pet store, but they'll eat mostly anything. Once I left a library book too close to their cage, and they ate off half the cover. That was hard to explain to librarian, let me tell you. Jason laughs a sharp bark like a Canada goose. His mother looks up from her magazine as I scan the room and see everyone watching us. I think carrots are their favorite, though. I lean away from Jason. They can hear me snap a carrot all the way from the kitchen. Jason closes his lips tight. Thank you, Catherine. New words. No problem. I stare at the row of plain black and white cards and wish that all his cards were colorful. Would you like me to make more? Awesome. Tell Mom. Excuse me, Mrs. Morehouse. Jason wants me to make more cards, more words. She walks over and I watch her eyebrows go up and her gaze sweeps Jason's book. How many cards would you like? She asks. I don't know where my voice comes from, but it says, all of them? She looks surprised but hands me the whole stack. When she settled back with her magazine, I slide the blank cards into my shorts pocket. I'm sorry I drew you that day, I whispered to Jason. Don't picture me. I didn't mean anything. Hi, Jason! For the first time, I'm sorry to see his speech therapist stride into the waiting room. How's the day been going? She asks his mother. Wonderful, Mrs. Morehouse says. In fact, he was so anxious to come to speech today, he even changed his shirt for you. How nice, the therapist says. We do have fun. 2 fingers tapping her nose, then swinging down to her other hand. Don't we? Jason sneaks his hand over his card. Speech, woman, stinks a big one. I nod and tap, very much. As his therapist pushes his wheelchair toward the corridor, Jason glances back to me. See you on Thursday, I say. His therapist's voice grows softer the farther she goes. I turn to my rule collection and add, some people think they know who you are when they really don't. All right, you guys. Sorry if you heard a bell ringing. That was Bubba ringing his bell to go outside the entire time. So he's a crazy dog. Anyways, have a fantastic Wednesday, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.